So I hope my the lighting is okay. I'm in South Carolina, and don't be jealous though. It's like 40 degrees here. It's freezing. So we're having a very cold winter, and I'm here for the next couple weeks. So I'll be teaching from here. I just set up let me just move my stuff so you can see. And those of you that don't know me, because I see a bunch of new people, I'm Julie Luciani. I've been teaching for the JCC for a few years now, at least 3 years. I was an occupational therapist for 20 some odd years. I worked for the visiting nurses and some of the hospitals. So I mostly teach very alignment-based classes. Listen to my cueing. I give lots of cues if you've had a hip replacement or something like that. But this is a Kripalu Yoga class. It's and I hope you enjoy it. I do use props, and for this class, we're going to need a strap. I use a blanket because I like to fold it up into like a little cushion. And place it in the center. If you have a pillow or something, we're going to start in seated. I'm going to teach you 3 breathing techniques today to help stretch the respiratory muscles, especially the diaphragm. That's your largest one, and plus sort of stretch the whole the pleura cavity there, the around the thoracic cavity. You have this lining that as we age, it sort of gets stiff. So I'm going to teach you 3 exercises to really stretch that so we can get really nice, more space. I hope that you can see me okay. And I don't have any shades in this room. So again, we need a strap. If you don't have a strap, a dog leash works. 2 neckties tied together work, or a bathrobe tie. And again, like just nice and firm, because we're going to be pulling the strap apart, right? So just make sure you have a strap. And if you have a block, it'll be helpful. So if you have a block, grab a block. If you don't have a block, no worries. I do always use a block in my classes. So it just really helps with alignment and keeping our bodies safe. So if you have a block, use it. If not, I will give you cues if you don't have a block. Sorry for the long introduction. There's so many new people. So we're going to start in seated. So find a comfortable seat. And again, sitting up nice and high is going to help the hips, right? I always sit like this. I sort of bring my heels to my groin area with my soles of my feet facing up. This works for me rather than like that crisscross. So find any comfortable seat that feels right for you, okay? And just bring the hands down by the side and just rock back and forth. Feel your sit bones, yeah? And you're just rocking on the sit bones a little bit, and then you can just do like a little sway. So you have these 24 vertebrae, right, that go all the way up the spine. They stack one on top of the other, and can you move them away in a way that sort of like a wave-like motion side to side? And your ear can go towards the shoulder, right? To get more, because the cervical vertebrae go up there. So, and then start coming to the midline. So the swaying, right, will kind of stop and find yourself centered in the midline. And now really rooting down through the sit bones, sit up nice and tall. Find a nice long spine, open heart, arms are down by the side. Soften the shoulders down. Just take a few shoulder rolls, drawing the shoulder blades down. You're rolling backwards. So the rolling is backwards, right? And then let the shoulders settle down. We're going to start with Dirga breath. This is diaphragmatic breathing. It's a 3-part breath. So on the inhale, imagine your belly is soft. So let your belly expand. Let the rib cage expand. And then on the exhale, draw the belly to the spine. So maybe you want to even put your hands on your belly and one on your heart so you can feel this. Inhale, feel the belly expand. Feel the heart lift. Feel the breath come all the way up to the collarbones. Exhale, right? The rib cage comes back into midline and the belly comes towards the spine. Let's take one more deep breath like this. Belly expands, rib cage expands, heart lifts. And then exhale, everything softens. So it's like you're expanding from the bottom up. And then as you soften, it's from the top down. Nice. Bring your arms down by your side. So here's the first breathing exercise. Inhale as you reach the arms up over the head. Big, big inhale. At the top of the inhale, you're going to hold your breath. 1,000, 2, 1,000. Lower the arms down. Okay, so lifting the arms lifts the ribs. It helps lift the diaphragm, creating more space. Inhale, lift the arms up. Keep your shoulders soft. Don't lift your ears by your head. Hold for 1,000, holding your breath. 2, 1,000. Release the breath on the exhale. We're going to do that 2 more times, right? This is the first breathing exercise. Inhale, lift. Top of the inhale, hold. 2, 1,000, and lower down. And one more time. Inhale to lift. Big, 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 big breath in. Take as much breath in as the top of the inhale, stretching that cavity. Hold for 1,000, 2, 1,000. And then exhale, release. Bring the left hand down to the floor and bring the right arm up and over your head. I'm mirror teaching, so you can follow along with me. You're moving in the same direction as me, okay? So press into the left hand. Make sure you stay rooted in the right sit bone and reach over. Now you're stretching, lateral flexion of the spine, stretching that armpit open. And here we go. Now on the inhale, you're going to look up to the sky. Top of the inhale, hold 1,000, 2, 1,000. And then on the exhale, you're going to turn your heart to the floor. Okay, here again, ready? Inhale, top of the inhale, big, big stretch, 1,000, 2, 1,000. And then on the exhale, heart to the floor. You're opening up the right lungs. Yeah, you have three lobes on the right. Inhale. Top of the inhale, 1,000, 2, 1,000. Exhale, and the arm comes down. Bring both arms up over the head. Take a big long stretch. You can do this. I call this apple picking. Pretend you're picking apples. And then bring the right arm down by the side. Come up and over to the right. Now press into the left sit bone. Press into the left sit bone as you reach to the right. Here we go. We're going to inhale as we spin open to the ceiling. Top of the inhale, hold 1,000, 2, 1,000. And then exhale, turning towards the floor. Again, inhale, 1,000, 2, 1,000. Exhale, and turn. Let's do that one more time. Sorry, inhale, hold. 1,000, 2, 1,000. Exhale, and heart towards the floor. Sweep the arm down, reach the arms up over the head. Do that apple picking. This is nice to just sort of lengthen your spine. We're trying to just lengthen the spine one more time and neutralize it. Okay, here's the one that's a little bit tricky. I'm sorry about my lighting. I have to fix this. I don't have any overhead lighting. So I hope you can see me okay. Extend your left leg long. I'll move into the sun a little bit. I don't know if that's better. I think it is. All right, extend the left leg long and take the right leg and have a nice opening. So your right knee is bent, but your right foot is not touching the leg. If you have a block, this is a great place to use it. I place a block next to my knee. I'm going to place the left arm onto the leg here, and I'm going to take the right hand to the shoulder. So here's the twist, right? Here's the pose. It's a twist. So open up into this nice open twist. And then on the inhale, point the elbow way up to the sky. Point it way up. See if you can stretch it way up. Top of the inhale, hold 1,000, 2, 1,000. And on the exhale, lower the arm down. okay? So this is the third exercise. This is the last stretch. We're stretching those respiratory, that whole thoracic area in these three ways. Elbow to the sky, nice deep breath in, point the elbow up and hold. This is an open twist, 1,000, 2, 1,000. And then exhale, lower the arm down. We're gonna switch sides, okay? So these are great. I'm teaching these to you because, it's flu season and COVID season. So we wanna really have as much air that we can get into our lungs as we can. Place the block to the inside of the right foot, the right leg. Bend the left knee, place it on the floor. You have a nice wide opening. Right arm to the block, left hand to the shoulder, and then twist open. So find the twist first. Now here's your inhale. Inhale, elbow to the sky. Hold your breath. 1,000, 2, 1,000, and lower the arm down. Good. And the last one, elbow to the sky. Inhale, hold the breath. 1,000, 2, 1,000. Exhale, lower the arm down. Nice. All right, you can put the block to the top of the mat. You can move your blanket if you're using it and meet me in tabletop. I don't usually spend that much time on breathing, but I think that's an important thing to do right now, okay? So hands come right under the shoulders, knees are right under the hips. We're gonna start with cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly. Lift the tailbone, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, as you drop the tailbone, round through the spine. Move through this pattern. Inhales open, they open the front of the body. So tailbone lifts, belly drops, chin lifts. Exhale, tailbone drops, round through the back, chin tucks. Let's move through this, make it nice and smooth. It's a smooth breath and smooth movement. This is probably your go-to. If you ever have some back pain, this is a great thing to do. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Good. And then coming to tabletop, walk your hands a little bit forward, just a little bit. And now as you inhale, can you drop the belly? It's a little bit deeper now. And on the exhale, curl the toes under, come into a high child pose. And so moving through this, inhale, round forward and open, exhale, and release back. Again, inhales open. So inhale, look up. This is a little deeper. If it's too much for your back, go back to cat-cow, exhale back. And last one, inhale forward. And exhale, come back. Come back to tabletop, keep your hands where they are. They're in front of your shoulders. Curl your toes under, press up into downward facing dog. Now bend your knees. Bend your knees so that your tailbone lifts. Walk your feet apart so that you can have just a tiny bit of you, as if you had a tail, and you can wag your tail back and forth. So make sure you have a little bit of freedom in the low back here. Release the head down. Keep the knees bent as you need to. And then inhale, come forward and drop down onto the knees. We'll start with the left hand. So take the left hand and reach it way up overhead for a twist. On the exhale, tap. We're going to go through the 6 movements of the spine. So now we're bringing mobility to the spine. Really nice thing to do before a yoga class, because this is number 3. Because we want to make that spine nice and fluid. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you tap. Bring the hand back to meet, left hand meets the right hand, and now bring the right leg back. Bring the right leg back. Kick the left foot behind you, and then come on up. My right leg's extended out on the mat, and I'm going to come up and over. So now we're going into pure lateral flexion of the spine. Use your block. So I'm using my block because I don't have to reach down so far. If you don't have a block, you're gonna go all the way down to the floor and you're just gonna have to work a little harder. Can you move with the breath in and out of these two poses? Extended angle, and this is gate pose. Inhale up, exhale over. Inhale up, exhale over. One more time to each side. Move with the breath. Make the breath nice and smooth. Good. And then let both hands come, let the left hand comes onto the block. Now lift the right leg up. Dorsiflex your foot, so draw your toes towards you and bring the leg slightly in front of you. This takes a lot of glute work, side glutes working, holding you up here. Take your arm up and over the head, get a big long stretch here. I'm gonna get rid of my block. And I have a wall here, so I can't move very much. And then let's just move with the arm. So it's an inhale as the arm moves up. It's lifting the rib cage, yeah? Exhale as you lower down. And one more time, inhale to lift at the top of the inhale, hold for 1 and for 2. And then exhale as the arm comes down, bring the foot behind you. And then come back, the hands both come to tabletop, rock back and forth on that heel. On the ball of the foot, you're just opening the back of the foot. Good. And then bring that knee back down again. Let's go back to cat-cow, and then we'll do the other side, around through the back. This neutralizes the spine, okay? So this is, I use this a lot as a transition. Round through the back. One more time. And around through the back. Good. And this time, let's bring the right arm up into the air. And then on the exhale, you can tap. So do 4 of those. Move with your breath. Inhales open. Exhale, tap. 2 more. Exhale, tap. Inhale, open. Exhale, tap. So you're gonna have to excuse my back for a minute because you're gonna extend the left leg back. Come onto the ball of the foot there, and then you're gonna make a kickstand with the right, root down into the left foot, and come right into this gate pose. And then arm comes up and over for extended angle pose. Move in and out 4 times. Move with the breath. This is lateral flexion of the spine. Up and over, and you've got to, if your hand comes all the way down to the floor like mine, you have to use your obliques to lift you. Don't push with your hands. See if you can use the strength of your core muscles to move you in and out smoothly. All right, next time the hand lands an extended angle, you're gonna float the back leg up. Take that left arm up and over the head, and reach nice and long, one long line. On the next exhale, arm comes down. Inhale, arm up. And exhale, arm comes down. Two more times. And lower. Whenever we lift the arm up over the head as you take a deep breath in, you're actually, the rib cage, the lower ribs lift like a bucket handle on the side. Bring the foot down, and both hands come back down onto the mat. Come onto the ball of that foot and just rock back and forth. Opening up the foot, right? We're preparing for our standing poses, so let's open the feet. Bring both knees together or face me for a moment. I'm just gonna do a few stretches because I know you guys had a lot of snow in Connecticut in case you were shoveling. So here's a few stretches for your shoulders. Grab your strap. I have a 10-foot strap, so I folded mine in half. And I'm gonna make a V. So here's the option. You can either stay on your knees or you can take a block, place it in between your feet, sit on the block. Your choice. This is Virasana or you do a knee stand. Take your strap, hold it like a V over your head. I want you to pull on the strap. Pull, pull, pull. And feel the back shoulders, the upper back, and your external rotators are helping you do this, yeah? So if you have a rotator cuff tear, you might have to bring your arms in front of you, okay? Any weakness in the rotator cuff, so it's gonna show up right now. Hold on to the strap, pull it apart. Take a nice big inhale. See if you can reach the strap behind your head a little bit. Exhale and lower the strap down. We're gonna do that 6 times. Keep pulling on the strap. Inhale to open. Exhale. Inhale to open. Exhale down. Let's just do a few more of these. Inhale to open. Exhale to lower. And then inhale up. And exhale, lower. Drop the strap out of the right hand, but hold on to it with the left. Stick your left thumb out. I'm going to come a little closer so you can see this. Now bring your left thumb to the back of your neck. The strap is behind you. Take your right arm out to the side and see if you can grab a hold of the strap. Pull down on the strap and see if you can pull the elbow so it faces right up to the sky. This is what I look like from the back. You see that? Take a nice deep inhale, open the armpits. On the exhale, you can just soften. And take a couple more breaths here. Inhale, pull up. Exhale and soften. Last breath, inhale up. Exhale, soften. Hold on to the strap. You can bring the arm around. You're just going to take the right arm and pull. So the muscles that you were using for the V, right, doing the V, we're stretching those out a little bit. Release down. Good. Take the strap in the hands. Make that V again. Just lift it up once. We'll just do 2 on this side. So pull the strap. One more time, lift up, and exhale, lower down. And then release the strap on the other side, stick your thumb out. So these are cow face arms. So there's a pose in yoga called cow face pose. This is the arm, it's a big opening for the shoulders. Grab a hold of the strap. I have my thumb sticking out so I can feel it on my back of my neck. And as I pull down on the strap, I want to feel my thumb sliding down the spine. Take a nice deep breath. And exhale. And last breath. And exhale. And then you can release the strap. Good. Stay up here on your knees just for a second. Let's just stretch the neck. So bring the ear to the shoulder. This is the best neck stretch you can do. So whether you're seated or you're on your knees, your ear comes to the shoulder, left ear to left shoulder, and then let that left arm drop. And my left fingers can touch the earth here because I'm seated on a block. And so I'm going to just really reach for the earth, get a nice big stretch to that muscle there on the side of the neck. And then I'm going to look down, and then lift the head. Take the opposite arm down, right ear to the right shoulder. Feel a big stretch on the left side. Really reach with the arm. Take a nice deep breath into the left neck area. Right, imagine each inhale, right, is sort of bringing healing energy, healing. Our breath is healing. It carries energy. So we're bringing healing energy to the neck. On the exhale, it's softening. Last breath. And then arms come down by the side and look down first. Look down and then look up. Take the hands to the sternum, pull the sternum down. Let the head just, let the chin lift. Get a big stretch without dropping your head back. I never teach people to drop their head back without being supported, but just get a big stretch to the front of the neck. And then release. All right, we're gonna start our the standing part of the class. Come back to tabletop. Walk the hands one hand length forward and curl the toes under. Lift the hips high. And this is our bent knee down dog. Bend the knees to free up the low back. Release the head down, and then you can start walking the dog. So the hamstrings are usually pretty tight, especially if this is your first down dog of the day. So walk those feet, stretching the backs of the legs, and then find some stillness and start reaching through the heels. You can try straightening the legs here for downward facing dog. Release the head, and then start walking to the top of the mat. At the top of the mat, bend into the knees for a bent knee forward fold, which is, I always teach bent knee forward folds, right? So that you don't hurt yourself. And then reach the arms up over the head. On the exhale, bring the arms in front of you and then sit into your chair pose, Utkatasana, a big strong pose for the legs. Inhale, open the arms wide into that cactus. And then reach the arms in front of you. And this is a challenging one. Press forward. This is bear pose. Reach forward, look forward. It takes a lot of core work to hold here for 3 and 2 and 1 and forward fold. Bent knee forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Now straighten the legs. Exhale, fold. Fingers to the tips to the floor. Bend the knees. One more time. Inhale, half lift. And then fold. Sweep the arms up overhead for a nice big sun breath. And then exhale, hands to the heart. The left foot stays forward. The right foot steps back. Make sure the feet are hip width distance apart. And then bend into the left knee. Make sure the knee does not go beyond the ankle. Bring the hands to the hips. Take an inhale here, and then on the exhale, can you just hinge forward? Without moving the knee forward, can you just hinge forward and hold? Right? So this is a challenge for the hip. Inhale to lift. And then exhale as you come forward. Good. And one more time, inhale to lift. And exhale forward. So I'm going to teach you this little sequence. Bring your arms down by the side. Inhale as you lift. And then inhale, arms reach, come into cactus and lean forward. On the exhale, you're going to straighten up. Inhale as the arms reach up overhead, and then exhale, straighten the arms. So it's just a lean forward. Inhale, arms reach and you lean forward. Exhale, straighten up into warrior one. Inhale, reach a little higher with the arms, and then exhale, and the arms come down. Inhale, arms reach up, find your warrior one. This is warrior pose. Reach the arms long. Those of you with shoulder issues, you're going to reach your arms in front of you. Do what works for you, right? Make the poses work for you. You're not working for them. Last breath, and then lower the arms down. Take the hands to the hips and step the right foot forward. Sweep the arms in front of you, crossing them in front of you. Can you float your back leg up? Warrior 3 pose. Soften the standing knee, bend into it, and you can lift. If you bend into that standing leg, you can lift the right leg a little higher. Hold for 3 and 2, and then bring both feet in front of you. You're lifting the back leg. We're going to lift it again. Come into this pose. It's Badakanasana. Arms are in cactus, and you're just lifting that right leg. This is our balance pose today. Look down, hold, and then cross the right foot over the left. So now your legs are crossed. Take a little forward fold here, and this is where it helps if you have a block. Place the fingers on the block and fold. So you're folding with crossed legs, And then because my right foot is on top, I'm going to walk the block a tiny bit to the right and fold a little deeper. You're going to feel this stretch down the whole left side of the body. Uncross the feet. Come to stand. And this time the left foot steps back. Right toes are forward. My hips are facing forward. Look back at your left foot. If your toes were on a clock, it would be facing 11 o'clock. Keep the hands on the hips and bend into the knee. Inhale, and then on the exhale, just hinge forward. Just working on that hinge. We're working on hinging forward, inhale, and exhale without moving the knee. The knee always stays above or right behind the ankle. One more time, inhale, and exhale forward. And then inhale, come on up. Good. On the next inhale, bring the arms into cactus. So inhale, exhale, forward. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Good. Inhale, cactus arms, hinge forward. Good. Exhale, inhale, up, and exhale, lower down. Sweep the arms in front of you for your warrior pose. This is our warrior one. Arms are reaching in front of you. Those of you with sensitive shoulders, you can just, have the elbows point forward, keep the hands on the shoulders, or you reach the arms up overhead. Hold for 3 and 2 and 1. Bring the hands to the hips. Step the back foot in. Cross the arms in front of you. Float the back leg up. I got to step back away from my wall. Float the back leg up. Warrior 3. The glutes are doing all the work, so you should be squeezing your glutes. Toes are pointed to the floor. If the arms out are too much, bring the arms behind you. Bend into the standing leg to lift the back leg higher. Hold for 3 and 2 and 1, and then step the foot down. Good. Bring the foot to the top of the mat. Really root down into that right foot. Lift the left knee high. Arms come out to the side, Badakanasana. Hold. Draw the belly in. And hold for 3 and 2 and 1. Hands to the hips. Cross the left foot over the right. Forward fold, fingertips land on something. And then to get a little deeper stretch to the right side, we're going to walk the block off to the left and fold deeper. And you're going to feel that go all the way down the left line of the body there, the lateral line of the body and the back of the leg a little bit. Soften the knees if you need to. And then uncross the feet. Open your feet wide to face me. And grab a hold of your block. Take the block to the left side of the foot. Okay, bring your hands to your hips. Now you're going to shift both toes to the left. So even this right foot shifts, and then the left foot shifts. I have a heel to arch alignment. So look at your feet, your left heel. If you draw a line straight down, it's to the arch or the heel of your right foot. So get in alignment, because we're going to do 2 poses that really strengthen the legs. These are poses for osteoporosis. We stay for 8 breaths, 1 minute in each pose. Bend into the knee. Make sure that the knee does not go beyond the ankle, right? Make sure you have a firm foundation and your base, you're not misaligned, right? Because misalignment, when we're holding poses, is not a good thing for the body. Sweep the arms to the horizon. This is your side warrior. This is an essential pose. Palms to the sky. And then lower down. Good, we're gonna hold this for a few breaths. I just want you to move the arms and down, because it takes your mind off the leg. And if that front leg feels like it's getting tired, palms up, right? Palms down, push into the back leg more. If this leg's getting tired, press more into the back leg. You can do it. You can find stillness with the arms, or you can bring the hands to the hips. Inside warrior pose, the shoulders are relaxed. So if your shoulders are up by the ears, relax them down. Let's hold for 3 and 2. And here's our last breath. Inhale through the nose and exhale. Right arm down, left arm reaches up, straighten the leg. Breathe into the whole left side body. And then come back to your warrior side warrior, but this time bring your hand down to the block or bring your elbow to the knee. Take that right arm and sweep it up over your head. Spin your heart towards me, towards the camera. That's where your camera is. And hold right here. So look at my alignment here. I'm in one line from my right fingertips all the way to my right heel. And this is the second pose here. This is a pose for osteoporosis. Big low back pose here. So make sure your low back feels okay. Let's get some dynamic arm movement so that we can get more breath into the rib cage. Ready? So arm comes down. And on the inhale, the arm reaches up. Nice. On the exhale, hand comes down. And on the inhale, you come up. And last one. And then on the inhale, come up. Reach the arm down and do 2 circles backwards. Ready? 1 and 2. Let the next one bring you up. Beautiful. And then spin your toes to face me. Grab a hold of your block and place it right in front of you, fingertips on the block. So if you don't have a block, it's okay. You can bring fingertips to the earth, right? Your choice. The blocks, I use them all the time. You know, as I am getting older, I use props all the time because I need to live in my body for another 40 years. So that's how I feel. All right, fingertips to blocks. And then bend the elbows, just forward fold. Now, can you wiggle your toes? See if you can wiggle your toes. If you can't wiggle your toes, you're too far forward. You need to bring the weight back to your heels. As soon as you can lift your toes and wiggle them, you're in the position. You're in the right position. Good. Bend into the knees. Bring your arms out to the side. And then up over the head. Bring your heels in and your toes out. Open the arms, sink into goddess pose. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and take a nice deep breath into the front of the body here. Nice deep diaphragmatic breath. You might notice in this position, it's hard to feel the breath up in the rib cage. It's because of the arm position. And then release arms down. Bring your hands to your hips so we can shift the toes to the other side. Don't forget about this foot. So shift and shift. Hands on the hips. Bend into the knee. So look at my alignment. It's a heel to arch or heel to heel, right? Heel to arch alignment. And then as I bend the knee is not coming past the ankle. If it is, it means you can take a wider stance. Your body's telling you can take a wider stance. Find your alignment because these are holding poses. These are the strengthening poses. Float the arms to the horizon. Let's just do that little thing. This is for your rotator cuff muscles. And exhale, right? Just moving a little bit of movement without moving your hips. Without any lunging. See, I'm not lunging, I'm standing up straight. Good, and then hold. So really sink and hold. Now imagine you're ripping the mat apart with your feet. That's how much pressure you're putting in. I want you to start putting more pressure on the back leg and then see how that relieves the stress on the front. Last breath. And on the exhale, left hand down, right arm reaches up, straight leg. Take a nice deep breath into the right side body and then find your warrior again. Go right into side angle. So elbow comes to the knee and that left arm sweeps up and over the head. One long line from the left fingertips to the left heel. So look at my alignment. This is good alignment. This is not. See that? There's like a crook, there's a bend there. So you need to find a nice long alignment. Beautiful. And hold. Let's open the rib cage up with the breath a little bit. So the arm comes down and then inhale up and then exhale down. Almost feel like the ribs are bowing up a little bit as you do this. Inhale. Bring so much breath in that the ribs feel like they're bowing up. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Sweep the arm down. Let's do 2 circles backwards. 1. Just opening up, getting a little rotation. 2. And the next one's going to bring you up. Beautiful. All 10 toes face me. Forward fold. Find your alignment now, right? So bring the weight back to the heels. Stretching the back lines of the legs. So those of you that have blocks, I love doing this with blocks. I walk the blocks forward. I just place my hands gently on the block. You can try, if you don't have a block, just try it on the floor. If you have a pillow, put your hands on a pillow. Just so the hands are elevated a little bit. And this is my favorite downward facing dog because there's no stress on the shoulders. There's no stress on the neck. And so stay here for just one more breath. Releasing the head down and then bend into the knees and come to stand. Good. And then heel toe the feet together. Heel toe. And then come on down on the floor. We're going to end with some postures on the floor. So come on down. So again, if your hips are tight, you're going to want a little padding underneath you. And then bring the soles of the feet together. So this is Badakanasana, bound angle pose. Soles of the feet together. Let the knees drop out. If you're sitting high on something, it's going to be really helpful. Take the hands to the ankles. And you're trying to sort of, if you're just on the floor and you can walk your sit bones forward, walk your sit bones towards your heels. And then grab a hold of the heels. I'm kind of leaning back just a tiny bit, and I'm allowing my legs to just open here. Soften your shoulders. And just take a couple deep breaths here. So one of the problems teaching on Zoom is I have no idea who some of you are, and I hope that this class is an okay level for you. So I really would appreciate feedback at the end to see if it was too challenging or what I can change, because I've never taught on Thursday morning, so I kind of just know my Thursday evening crew. Yeah, you could butterfly the legs a little bit. And then extend one leg long. So let's extend the left leg first. I'm actually going to come off of my blanket for a minute. All right, so let the foot come right in front of you. My left leg is right in front of you, and my right leg, my knee is bent. Take the right hand behind you. And then press up and sit a little taller. So I actually think we're going to do a little, let's twist first. So take the left hand and you're going to wrap it around the leg and you're twisting towards that bent knee, right? So this is just a nice simple twist here. Press into the back hand. Here's the thing with twists. You don't want to ever twist when your spine is rounded forward. So you're pressing into the back hand and you're making sure this foot is pressing down and this left leg is reaching long, and you're just doing a wrap here. You're wrapping and twisting. Feel both sit bones rooted down, right? So it's a gentle twist. And then on the exhale, you can just come out of that twist. Good. Bring both feet in, just open them up for a moment. You can butterfly the legs into that Badakanasana, and then we'll extend the right leg long. Bring the left knee open. Take the left hand behind you, reach the left arm to the sky, and feel yourself rooting down through your sit bones. On the next exhale, twist. And look over your shoulder. So it's a gentle twist all the way from the base of the spine, up the spine. You're taking a tiny little bind. This is a bind when you're right? This is a bind. You're hugging the leg in, and it's helping you hold you in the twist, but the back arm's pressing you up so that you can't slouch over. On the next exhale, a release. Good. Bring both feet in front of you and lie down on your back. We're going to do a really low bridge pose. And then we'll do a little bit higher bridge pose. I'm trying to find the best light here. Hope you guys can see me okay. Arms down by the side. And you're in bridge pose. Walk your feet close to your hips, and then take your hands onto the tops of the thighs, and you should have straight arms, right? So you should make sure your arms are straight, and then you know that's a good distance for you. Bring your arms down by the side. It's a low bridge pose, so you don't have to lock the arms behind you. Press in and then lift. Yeah. Now squeeze the glutes a little bit. Bridge pose, it's a back bend. I want you to squeeze the glutes. It helps lift the pelvis, and it's safer for the low back when you use the glutes. So squeeze the glutes, tap them, make sure they're working there. And just hold right here. You don't have to go up too high. You'll see why in a minute. Press into that left foot, right foot, and left reaches long. So reach the left foot long. It takes a lot of core strength. Hold for 3 and 2 and 1. Bring the foot down, lower yourself down. Good. You can just windshield wiper the legs for a minute or for a few seconds. And then bring them back into bridge pose. Make sure you're in good alignment so your arms are nice and straight. Bring the arms down by the side and lift again. Take a low bridge. This is a strengthening for the legs. Squeeze the glutes. And it's a low bridge. And if you want to try extending the leg, that's going to engage your core muscles. Right? So you can extend the leg, but some of you might want to just keep your foot down and hold bridge pose. Bridge is a pose for osteoporosis. So we hold it like 6 to 8 breaths. So take one more breath, legs extended or foot is down. Either one, doesn't matter. Keep it low, squeeze your glutes, lower down. Beautiful. Take the knees into the chest. My last, since you have your strap, this is my absolute favorite pose to do. Take the left knee into the chest. Wrap the strap around the ball of the left foot and extend the foot to the sky. If you have low back issues, keep your right knee bent. If your low back feels good, you can try it out. Extend the right leg long. Take the hands to the top of the strap and pull down on the strap. Look at my leg. My leg is straight. My left leg is straight, but I'm pulling down. So if you have to bring the leg in front of you to straighten your leg, that's what you're going to do. Keep pulling on the strap, reaching through the heel. Now this is an osteoporosis pose because it's a push-pull. You're putting a lot of stress. The stress comes from the pull of the strap and the reach of your heel. Make sure you keep the right leg active. The knee is either bent and the foot's on the floor, or the toes are facing the ceiling and you're really reaching through the right leg as well. So don't let it just flop off to the side. Reach through the right leg, reach through the left heel. Press the heel to the sky. Can you wiggle your toes? Can you open up your toes? See if you can do that. This is my go-to for low back pain. This is for cramping in your feet at night. You get foot cramps. This is a great thing to do. And now you're going to take the strap into your left hand and turn the toes to the left. Drop your foot out to the left. If you have a block, feel free to use it. You can rest your thigh on the block, but I want you to keep reaching. Pretend that you have a piece of glass. There's a glass wall on the left, and you're trying to press the foot into the glass wall. So keep that stress, keep that, I shouldn't call it stress, but keep that press of the heel and the pulling of the strap. You're opening the inside line of the leg here. And the stretch you feel is from the fascia. So what happens is it lines the muscles and it pulls as you're doing this. It sort of pulls on the bone, and that's why it strengthens the bone. It causes like these little micro tears, and then your body just heals them. So it makes your bones and muscles stronger. This particular pose, though, these two stretches I just showed you are for the bone strengthening. Bring the leg back up to center. If you have to bend the knee a little bit, go for it. Take the strap off, lower the leg down. Just notice the difference in the legs. So just notice, see if that left leg feels any different. Mine's a little tingly right now, right? It feels cooler, and it might feel a little longer. Left leg might feel longer. Okay, take the right leg into the strap, wrap it around the ball of the foot. Take the hands to the top. Now press the leg out till it's straight. No bend in the knee. Okay, that makes all the difference. No bend in the knee. Pull on the strap. I bring my elbows all the way down. My back of the arms are resting on the mat, and I'm reaching through the heel. Spread the toes. Spread the toes. And reach. Take a couple breaths here. So if you're feeling a lot of sensation in the back of the leg, that's what you're supposed to be feeling, right? And you want to sort of lessen that. You can use your breath to tap into your nervous system and tell your nervous system to relax. And the way you do that is just simply by lengthening your exhale. So as you inhale through the nose, make it really long exhale. So it's almost twice the length of the inhale. So if you inhale for, say, a count of 2 or 3, see if you can exhale for a count of 4 or 6, doubling it, yeah? Because that sends a signal to the nervous system to relax, to let go. Take your right hand on the strap and turn your toes to the right. Now let your right leg drop out. And don't let it go all the way to the floor. You're hovering the leg about a foot off the floor. If you need support, pop a pillow under your thigh or prop yourself up. But then you don't relax, right? You keep pulling on the strap and you keep reaching with your heel. So we stay here for 6 breaths. Notice the breath, right? Can you make your breath smooth? Can you lengthen your exhale? When your breath is smooth and you lengthen your exhale, you trigger the parasympathetic nervous system, which is your rest and digest. right? And your body thinks that you are safe and it lets go, right? So it sends signals to let go, to release. Take one more breath and bring the leg to center. Bend into the knee. Take the strap off and lengthen the leg long. I love to do those at the end of class because I feel like I walk out of class a little taller. Take any poses that feel good in your body. Knees to chest might be nice. Keep the knees open. Rock on the low back muscles. When you let that sacrum lift up off the mat, you can really get into the low back muscle. If you bring your knees out just a little bit wider and the base of the spine is on the mat, you can sort of make circles, and you can actually feel it's like a diamond-shaped bone. Maybe you can even feel the edges of that bone. Just sort of rocking on that. Lengthen your legs long. We're going to take Shavasana. So if you have your blanket, I love using blankets. I always put my blanket in like this shape. This is the shape I use all the time. I call it a surfboard shape. I place it down. And then for Shavasana, I just sort of bring myself to the edge of it. So my sit bones are actually on the floor. And then I lean back onto the blanket. And then I have this support under my low back. And lengthen your legs long. And then if you round forward a little bit in the shoulders, you may have to just fold a blanket or put a little tiny pillow under the neck. So that as you're in Shavasana, your forehead is a little higher than your chin. Bring your arms out to the side. And you want to feel really comfortable and very supported. Take a couple breaths to just really feel grounded here. Draw your attention to the back body. Notice how the back body just sort of spreads onto the earth. So with each inhalation, we sort of feel the back body opening up, spreading open. And then the exhale is a softening. Back body starts to feel heavy. And just notice the effects of gravity here. And feel supported. Feel supported by your blankets, by the earth holding you up. Feel supported enough to just let go. Begin exploring any physical sensations in your body. So you do a little body scan. Notice what feels good in your body. It's easy to see what doesn't feel good, right? Notice, scan your body and find somewhere that feels really good. And now notice your breath. So without changing your breath, as the body relaxes, the breath starts relaxing. Bring your awareness to your breath. Notice how it's changed. Notice if as you breathe, can you feel any movement with the breath? Is it moving any parts of the body? Or Is the body just so relaxed and the breath so soft that you feel stillness? And then just notice your thoughts. Our mind and body are so connected, and every thought, when we think about something, it produces an emotion. And then the emotion creates a sensation somewhere in the body. It could be in the chest area, yeah, it could be in the stomach, could be in the neck. So just notice thoughts and then notice if there's any sensations coming up in the body. And then just kindly and gently just bring your thoughts back to your breath, right? So the thinking mind wants to think. Let it think about the breath. This is the most important part of class, yeah? We did a lot of breath work today, especially holding. And so we take all of that energy, that prana, that life force you created, and just let it rest in the body. Let it sort of like seep into the tissues, muscles, the joints, every cell of your body, filled with this healing energy from the breath. Let's take 3 breaths now to sort of deepen the breath and bring in a little bit more energy. Imagine that every inhale, right? You're going to take a nice big inhale through the nose, bringing in healing energy, and then on the exhale, releasing anything that doesn't serve. Any thoughts that don't serve, right? Any sensations. Take a nice big inhale. If you can find that place in the body that feels good, imagine you're breathing into that place, right? You're expanding that feeling of wellness through the body. Exhale, release, right? Finding that place that feels good. Breathe into that place. Imagine it's like a big ball of healing energy, and you're just expanding that feeling of wellness in the body. And then exhale to release. You can roll the wrists and the ankles a little bit. Draw the knees into the chest, roll to the right or the left, whatever feels good. And then take one breath there. And then use your hands to press yourself back into seated. Come back to a seat and sit up tall. And we'll end in this little closing. So in yoga, we use hand mudras. This one is Anjala mudra, and everything means something, right? So this represents healing and what? Gratitude. Sorry, healing and gratitude. So bringing your healing hands to the heart, because yoga is a practice that heals, yeah. And we believe, as a yoga practitioner, I believe that we can heal ourselves by our practices, by the foods we eat. So bringing the healing hands to the heart, just giving about gratitude to yourself. May we stay healthy. May we feel supported. May we be strong. And may we move through this time, this winter time, with a grace and peace and rest. Get enough rest. Bring the thumb knuckles to the center of intuition and the third eye center. Give a bow to yourself and to each other. Thank you guys for joining me.